Okay, today we're going to look at some stuff that might be a little bit more challenging using geometry reasons. I'm going to do one example, and then I'm going to talk about the questions that I'm going to give you. It starts off with this question here. It's two triangles that are connected with a straight line here. These marks here are telling you that AB and BC are equal length, and the question is determine angle X, angle Y, and angle Z. All these angles here that you have to make sure with reasons, it says. Well, look at what's given. It's usually written down in a geometry problem. Well, that's the AB is equal to BC. That's good. And angle CDE, that's right here. CDE is 30 degrees. So we've got all that. We know that's okay. Now we start. And start with it alphabetically, X before Y, before Z, do all these problems like that. The first question, X equals 45 degrees. Well, you know, because this angle here, BAC is 45 degrees. I guess I should have written that in. BAC is 45 degrees. You know that angle X has to be 45 degrees because there's equal angles opposite equal sides. So that's why X is 45 degrees. Okay, that's the first one. You get, remember, without the reason, you might end up with no credit at all. So make sure you put the reason there. Okay, the next angle, you've got X and Y. These are two straight lines that cross each other, and they create vertically opposite angles. The story is they're always equal. So if that's 45, Y must be 45 degrees as well. And the reason is vertically opposite angles. You write it down just like that. Okay, now we know that's 45 degrees. We know that this angle is 30 degrees. Together that makes 45 and 35 makes 75 degrees. We've got to find this angle Z here. What we do is we know that at the triangles sum to 180 degrees. So we take that 75 and we subtract it from 180, and that's how we get 105 degrees. So Z must be 105, so that when you go 105 plus 45 plus 30, you'll get 180 degrees. Make sure you state the geometry reason every time you find an angle because you can end up with no credit without the reason. Without the reason. Ooh, I can fix that now. Without the reason. Okay. Okay. Now, the first three questions that I'm going to give, they look like this. You'll get these notes. There's one like this. It's just like the last one, but the two triangles connected. Same sort of idea. The next question looks a bit scary, but it's just straight lines and a triangle and all the reasons we've done so far. Question 3, again, it's just straight lines. This is called an exterior angle. These are two interior angles, and there's a reason we've got in the past notes. You have to look. Maybe you'll see some other things. The first three are sort of basic, and you can, well, they're hard enough, but you can figure them out. The last two are harder. I use one parallel reason here, one parallel thing. I say that AB EF and AB are parallel, and I give a lot of sides equal. This is more challenging. And the last question's really challenging. Well, you might just get it right away. I give certain things about angles and about sides. There's a big triangle and there's some small triangles, and it's just a little bit tricky. The problem is you're supposed to find FEB. But good luck with these five problems. And I'll send the memo after you've worked on it for a bit. And that's about it for um, today. That's today's stuff. Okay.